the main reason why religious cultures, in a sense, why they have this huge warfare contest on who is the right religion, I think it's mainly because, in a sense, I think it's this weird idea that basically you have this idea of treachery, right? Let's say you have a culture or a belief system in a society, and then there's like this one traitor who is trying to make people collapse, or the empire collapses of the ideology that you may think is better. So in terms of treason, they are being dealt with death penalty. If you live in the past, I guess. But the point is that treachery is seen as chaos. So the main idea with the this more totalitarian belief system in the Abrahamic one, is more the idea of not creating chaos within a culture or a society. So one way to prevent that is to use threats like hellfire and brimstone to kind of make people not go astray from a collectivist society, basically, or culture. And it's arguable whether Judaism had this, but at least Christianity had it, at least. At least this idea that if you didn't believe in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, then you're basically going to hell because you're kind of rebelling against this order of this culture. So it basically is sort of like treason logic in it. It's just a way of establishing a religious society. But the thing is, you may ask yourself, why is there religious opposition if this is so easy? I think main reason is I think there is spiteful views that may think that some cultures are. It's either a case of thinking that their values doesn't add up, or they have something to say. I think there's a lot of competition, and I think that's why religious cultures are made or something. I'm mainly speaking about the evolution of religious cultures and why they show off, in a sense. I think people at first just made them because they think it was something good to worship, even if atheists say that it's superstitious, but basically that's the evolution of it in terms of the energy that humans have, and they have this goal or achievement in lives that they want to achieve, and they think that when you die, they want to think that life continues, basically, and that's what the idea of energy is. I guess they add some superstitious or belief, basically, in that, and that's why you get this worship culture in history of culture and religions. But the totalitarian beliefs is more about having some form of control instead of chaos. Even though I think chaos exists whether you have this or not, and that's why in current days we have democracy and religious freedom, because having a totalitarian belief in religion hasn't really prevented wars, So, but the point is, though, I think the reasons why this why religious cultures are made is. I think there's at least a history of Abrahamic religious cultures. There's a lot of spiteful views in those texts towards other cultures, and there's a lot of that, I think. But at least in terms of why hell exists, and hell has existed in other religions, so Christianity and Islam isn't like the inventors of that. But although some argue that Zoroastrians had this idea that of hellfire and heaven, but the main difference is I don't think you went to hell just because you disbelieved in Zoroastrianism. That's more of a concept of Christianity, where if you just didn't believe in Jesus, then you go to hell. If you didn't accept this order of religious culture, basically. Um, so yeah, I think there's just competition really in religious cultures, and uh, that's why that's why they exist.